So welcome to another game here. This is Ross County versus St Mirren. Real battle down in the bottom six just now. So both teams guaranteed bottom six. Last game before the split. But there's still lots to play for. There's still a bit of a race down at the bottom to keep out of the relegation zone. So here's the lineups. Ross County with their usual 4-4-2. Baxter in goal, Forster, Fontaine, Morris and Fraser in the back four. Gardyne, Viggers, Tilson and Mullin in midfield, with Stewart and Mackay up front. For St Mirren, they start with Chladk in goal. Waters, Famuo, McCarthy and Hodson in the back four. Dormus, Foley, McPherson and Marias in midfield. Andreu and Obika playing in the cam and forward roles respectively. So they will be feeling pretty good after their victory over Rangers in the last game that we simulated from a couple of Sundays ago. Let's see how they get on today against Ross County. They're now just a point behind Ross County. So after this game they could launch themselves up from 9th in the league. 10th in the league, sorry, up to 9th, which is where Ross County currently sit, and put some pressure on Kilmarnock, who've had a terrible run of form recently. Managed to grab a point in their last game, well earned point indeed, but let's see how this game goes. So Ross County to kick off. They've just slowly building up, and again St Mirren have a lot of bodies behind the ball, but it's well worked. Oh, and that's a foul, and it's a decent place for a free kick just here. Is opportunity to cross the ball, maybe try and work the ball into the box. I doubt he's going to take a shot from here. It's a very cute angle, but there is a wall just in case. So, Ross County, decent start. Gardyne's going to take it. Lifts the ball into the box. It's a decent cross. And it looks like it's come off a St Mirren head and gone behind. So St Mirren, one of the lowest scoring teams in the Premier League. They, for the first little while in the season, they were struggling to get any goals on the board. They were controlling games and not breaking teams down. That was a decent corner, and he arrived in the box, but it kind of flew off his head. All the power was generated by the corner. But not a bad start from Ross County. They've got they've created some chances already, and playing well. 4 minutes on the clock though. A lot can happen in the next wee while, next 85 minutes or so. And the goal kick has found its way to the back line of Ross County. It's a decent long ball, well cut out, but then second ball goes to Ross County and the pass back is intercepted. So now St Mirren have an opportunity a little bit on the break. Obika, that's 1-2 with Andrew. He's got some choices, some good runs. Marias is the one that he chooses. Marias is kind of running backwards now, and he's just lost control of it there. And now Viggers has it, and Ross County have their own chance of a break, but again it's taken off him by the defender. So Waters now has it. He runs into Mullin wall, and Mullin manages to win the corner kick. The throw in, and he's going to take that just inside his own half, and then gets it back on that right wing. Got Tilson inside. Tilson. That pass is poor, and so now St Mirren have a chance to work it out in midfield. McPherson takes it a little bit too far ahead of himself, and now Gardyne does a lovely chip, and now Mackay brings it back to Gardyne, and Mackay's kept it, but this time it's taken off him by Hodson, and Mariah gives it him back. Now Hodson taking it for a little run. And he's taking it past his man, and if he's got the legs he could get to the byline, but it's well tracked back, and Ross County now have it. Mackay figures it's a good ball, and again back to Mackay. That's a great ball. Flag stays down. Oh, well, he's taken a shot from a long way out, Gardyne there, but in the end he's put a little bit too much on it and it's swung over the bar. And again, there were some runs coming into the box that would have been interesting to pursue, but wasn't to be. And so St Mirren have the goal kick, able to bring the ball out. So it's been a very open game. Neither side having massive chances, but this is a good one. Foley plays a 1-2 with Obika. Obika now gets the ball back, and it takes a sneaky deflection there. And that's the type of deflection that's dangerous. But in the end, it's gone wide, just off the boot of Fontaine, was that? 21 minutes on the clock. It's 0-0. St Mirren with the corner. Vickers taking, swinging. It's come off the head of a defender and gone back out for a corner. So second corner in a row now. So yeah, anybody's game still. The first 20 minutes has been sort of end to end. No one really making that incisive attempt on goal. I think that crashed, so let's skip that. Vickers with the second corner. This one goes a lot deeper. Keeper gets to it, gets the punch away. It looks like it's going to go for a throw in, but actually Mackay does his best to keep it in, but it's out in the end. So St Mirren have a throw in a fairly decent position. Marais does really well. Well, that's got to be obstruction, but the referee doesn't see it. So it is a chance for Ross County. He's chosen the best ball, but regardless, Ross County still have it until Mullin runs it out on that far corner. So a little bit of a lack of composure, or maybe lack of quality showing through in some of the passes and the runs, but that's a decent chance now for Ross County. And then Mackay has it, plays it forward, but it's cut out, and so the St Mirren have a chance now on the break. They've got Marius, he plays a decent ball. Oh, Booker's going to get there, and there's choices for him in the box. He brings it in himself. He's got a decent chance, but it's well blocked. And Foley got to that, and now Ross County, chance on the break. It's end-to-end stuff here, but not able to keep the precision on the passes, and so St Mirren making the chances, and that goes through ball for Marias, is well cut out, and now Tilson has it in midfield, looking for options, finds Vickers. Vickers' ball is a little bit optimistic, and so St Mirren have it back now. Waters with it. Andreu, Waters to Dermas. To Waters, Waters to Dermas. Dermas has options, does a decent cross, but it's well read. And the second ball just about goes Ross County's way, and now they're looking to bring it out. Gardyne brings it in. Foster. Fontaine just slowing the pace of the game down a little bit now. Get the breath back, because it's been quite high paced, although neither team getting the chances they would want, but definitely been on the move. Oh, that ball's a little bit ahead of Obika. Tilson now to Stewart. Stewart plays it on for Mackay. To Stewart. Back to Mackay. He's got choices now. Chooses to go it out and cuts it back in. Stewart's shot. Oh, drifts wide. Was it Mackay's shot? Beg your pardon. That drifts wide. Yeah, it's a very even game. 3 shots to 2 so far. This is what you need to know, really, about the game. It's been open. Oh, full. His pass is almost straight at the Ross County man. Vickers. That's Gardyne outside of him, and Gardyne picks on, brings it back into Vickers. Vickers takes it past his man, and now Stewart hooks his shot. 3 minutes of added time. Stewart to Foster. Foster tries to run past his man. He gets a decent cross. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Well, that is as close as you'll come without scoring. That was a phenomenal move from nowhere. A decent cross. Gets ahead of his man and places it off the crossbar. But now St Mirren have a chance on the break, and it's Foley, but he runs in to his defender, and that's half time. But wowee, that was a chance and a half. Let's have a look at the highlights from this half. Few and far between in the most part, but in 5 minutes this was a decent chance. Got ahead of his man, but then just kind of powered off his head and couldn't keep it down. 20 minutes in, and this is a decent chance from Gardyne. Hooked it over the bar. And Bicker had this chance that came off the leg. And Mackay managed to get a little bit of space in the box, but again hooked it wide. And we're not going to see the crossbar. That's a shame. Oh yeah, match facts, beg your pardon. So yeah, 0-0, 5-2 in the end on shots for Ross County. That one hitting the bar. 2-1 though for St Mirren on target, and 57% possession for Ross County. So they have been controlling the game a little more. 2-1 on corners. Yeah, it's probably the more quality has been coming from Ross County. They perhaps look more like scoring, but St Mirren are dangerous on the break, as we saw against Rangers in the earlier game that we recorded this week. So we'll see how the second half goes. Albica. That's Foley. And that one goes nowhere. Stewart does well to hold off his man, but not so well on the ball through for Mackay. Foley. And that's a poor ball in the end. Easily read. Mackay, little 1-2. It's well cut out, and St Mirren have a chance to reset. Oh, it's well blocked in the end by Tilson, but Dams gets it back. Now Waters has it. It's a decent ball into Obica, but Obica can't get it past Fontaine. But Fontaine loses out, but Vickers has his teammates back there and plays the ball up. It's still in Ross County's court, but that's a little bit too far ahead of everybody, and Ladke's going to pick that up. Kicking out to the wings, but it's again back with Ross County. Mackay plays a beautiful ball to Vickers, and that's a decent shot, but Ladke does well. It's a corner ball, but what a decent shot on him there. First substitution, then Marias comes off and can catch up, but we'll see it in a minute, no doubt. McAllister comes on. There's corner ball. It's easily cleared at the near post. Near. Oh, he's kept in by Vickers. He's in the corner for them. And this is Mullen. Mullen, decent ball in, and it's only fallen as far as the Ross County man, and it's gone in. It's Tilson. What a strike though on the edge of the box there. It's a sort of half clearance as it came in, and he's just hammered that into the top corner. Well, look at that. The keeper's no chance. The defence is half asleep really there, but the half clearance is what did it. And Ross County find themselves a goal up, and it has to be said, they've deserved it on the basis of the first hour of play. Ross County 1, St Mirren 0. There you go, announced, confirmed. Tilson with the goal. That's a good ball though, And in fact, it's going to be McAllister, the substitute, nearly made his way through, but in the end it was well defended from Ross County side. Viggers now, decent touch on for Stewart, now to the Mackay, finds Tilson, and he puts it on for Stewart, who loses control, and then his pass isn't thoughtful. So St Mirren just trying to get a foothold in this game. They haven't really had a decent passage of play that hasn't been just moving the ball forward. And that's the decent ball to Obika, and it's a good save, and the header back is accepted gratefully by Baxter. But that came from nowhere really, but Obika found himself with a bit of space in the box, got a good shot away, and that ball across isn't very good. So substitution now for Ross County. Stewart is coming off, McPherson coming off for St Mirren, and who's this coming on for Ross County? It's Irwin on for Stewart. Ooh, McAllister powering it out. McPherson off for McGinn. So yeah, Ross County with the throw in now, and St Mirren do look rattled. Well, that's good ball through. Viggers now. He finds it back to Irwin. Irwin plays it across to Tilson. Nobody wants a shot, but Tilson puts it across, and it's eventually cleared, but that it looked like nobody wanted to take the shot there. Tilson perhaps had the chance, and then it was blocked, and Tilson carried on his run. And this ball came across. He's done well to keep it away from goal. Giving away another corner though. And again, this one's dealt with. But again, only as far as the edge of the box. And this time, oh, it's going to be 2. That's Ross County 2. St Mirren 0. And again, it's a half clearance. And a good block, but he's the first to react. On a half volley, he's just hammered that past the keeper. And this looks in the bag now for Ross County. They've got a bit of daylight. And Morris gets the goal just 10 minutes. Also after the first goal from Tilson. Ross County 2. St Mirren 0. And another substitution as Mackay comes off for Shaw, I think. It is indeed. So St Mirren definitely rattled by that now. And this time it's defended better from the kickoff. Skardine going to find Shaw, who loses out. And Drew now has the ball. It's cut out well. Irwin now. Irwin trying to find a path through, but it's well intercepted. And again, the long ball's just not working for St Mirren, but they're getting more and more desperate, and they're trying them more and more often. It's just a battle of midfield at the moment. Andrew Obika for Viggers, back to Obika, and it's well defended. And now Ross County coming forward, but that's a good interception from McAllister, and Andrew gives it him back to McGinn, to Foley. Waters. Dermers. It's a good ball in. Obika. Well, he rises well. And it's going to be a corner. So Foley's coming off. Okay, so Ross Wallace is coming on for Foley. And corner kick here. Oh, it's a decent corner, but it's well defended. And Fraser's going to get there first. Fraser. Look at the space he's got now. And there's a few Ross County players coming forward. Can they make it 3? But that's a good ball. But it's kind of ahead of everybody. And in the end, Gladkey gratefully picks it up. So Famawar. That's a decent chipped effort. Squad's stay on side. Ball goes forward. And Viggers collects it. Shaw. Good ball through to Irwin, but it's well defended. And Waters has it now for St Mirren. Oh, that's a great ball. Andreu runs onto it. No. Andreu. Oh, well defended. And it's looking like a 2-0 victory for Ross County. Viggers comes off. And it's Spittle to come on. Demas. Wallace. It's again well defended, and Morris hacks it clear. That's a throw in. So 3 minutes of injury time to play, and St Mirren really need to score soon if they're going to make the most of it and get something from this game. Famua lays it up to Demas. Demas runs into Fraser. Puts the ball up, but Famua gets it back, and now has the ball. Gives it nice ball to Andreu, to Waters, but that's offside. That's a little fortunate for Ross County, because decent period of play from St Mirren, probably one of the better sort of attacking moves in terms of build-up, but in the end, the offside has basically killed it, and I think that's going to be the game. It is indeed. So 2-0 in the end, a comprehensive victory for Ross County. 2 goals just based off the inability to get the ball clear from St Mirren, but a deserved victory in the end, it's got to be said. So here it is, it's Ross County 2, St Mirren 0.